Drake. Number 10, Nelson Pelton. Number 15, Alex Rabideau. Number 17, Brett Drew. Number 19, Cole Chesky. Number 21, Dylan Doran. Number 25, Alec Lapierre. Number 27, Justin Brothers. Number 28, Richard Pilon. The starting lineup. Also, number 3 is Josh Peet. The starting lineup for the Chazy boys soccer team. Number 5, Jordan Barrier. Number 6, Josh Barrier. Number 7, Hunter Domine. Number 8, Nolan Rogers. Number 9, Craig Botten. Number 12, Nathan Reynolds. Number 14, Alex Sweet. Number 16, Hayden Gay. Number 24, Brandon Lauren. Number 26, Michael Reba. And in goal, Austin Santor.
We came on right after they introduced Poitras, so we missed him.
Coaches are Mr. Josh Bosch and Mr. Galen Trombley. The head coach for the Chazy Eagles is Mr. Rob McCullough. For the Willsboro Warriors, number 4, Dakota Lockford. Number 9, Jared McVicker. Number 10, Tyler Bridge. Number 12, Sam Politi. Number 13, Eddie Kelly. Number 18, Nolan Murphy. Number 19, Jake Hubbard. Number 21, Brandon Porter. And number 23, Walker Waddell. The starting team for the Willsboro varsity soccer team. Number 2, Michael Smith. Number 3, Nick Arnold. Number 5, Jeffrey Bigelow. Number 6, Nick Ball. Number 7, Clayton Cross. Number 8, Clay Shillman. Number 11, John Fine-Leaf. Number 15, Brandon Bertrand. In goal, Cody Sayward. Number 20, Dakota Sayward. And number 24, Seth Squires. The Willsboro Warriors are the assistant coaches for the Willsboro Warriors are Mr. Terry Cross and Mr. Matt Sayward. And the head coach is Mr. Andrew Lee. The officials for tonight's game, the line judges are Mr. Jamie Labarge and Mr. Steve Stahl. The field judge is Mr. David Lee. If everybody would please remove their headgear and stand for the national anthem.
Hello, North Country soccer fans, and welcome to the Plattsburgh High School Complex. It is November 5th, 2011, and we're in for a whale of a game tonight. It's the Willsboro Warriors against the Chazy Eagles in the sectional championship game. I'm Joey Trombley calling the action tonight. Our insightful and commentary guy, Joe Poisson, is to my left here. Joe the Fish Poisson. To the right, I have the father of hometown cable, Calvin Castine. And Joe, there's been a lot of anticipation for this game because of what happened during the regular season.
Well, yeah, now that you quit stuttering, Joey, we can... I see you're a little excited, too. So. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, this is the matchup everybody's been waiting for. Nature took its course. Willsboro won the division. I don't remember the last time Chazy's been knocked off their perch of number one, but they're in here the underdogs, per se, and the Willsboro, by virtue of an undefeated season in the Division II, is they're the favorites. And they are ranked number 2 in the state. They have not been beat. I think they have a couple losses early in the season, but since then they have not been beat. And they're playing very well. They beat the Eagles of Chazy down in Willsboro, a score of 3-2 by this man right here.
Clay Sherman has been a Eagle killer this year.
He's the real deal. Oh, wow.
Wow. Willsboro came out quick.
Yes, they did.
I mean, Chazy's given up 6 goals this year. 5 have been to these Warriors.
5 have been to Willsboro. And 3 down in Willsboro, and 3-1 victory for the Warriors, and 2 in Chazy, surprisingly so, shutting out the Eagles. But you know, there's an old song by Leon Russell back in 1972 called Tightrope. Willsboro's been walking that tightrope. You know, they tied Elizabethtown a couple of games this year. They beat Chazy, but Chazy outplayed them. Just didn't outscore them. You know, and Willsboro brings Clay Sherman. Let's put it number 8.
He's the real deal.
He is the real deal, and you're going to find it again right here. Clay Sherman, he's their go-to guy, left, right, center, middle. He's what they bring to the table, and a good defense. You know, they
Cody Sayward, he's really good in the net.
Good keeper in who's their Lease Fine, one of their defenders.
Lease Fine, yeah.
And just a very
and
good.
Here comes Dominique.
And they bring they leave 2 defenders back, Willsboro, and they do for a good reason because Chazy can put some points on the board. But if they do what Elizabethtown did a couple of nights ago, they kept Chazy down to 1 goal, had to go into overtime. Chazy had their way with them except for with the score.
Well, you have to give Coach Bueller a lot of credit. He made some adjustments.
Yes, he did.
And Coach McCullough will tell you, playing a team in your section 3 times is very difficult because they know, here we go again. Well, it is Sherman, and he's taken down. This is going to be no call. And it's very dangerous because the coaches can make adjustments because they know you.
Well, they're going to. That's you got to play. You got to play the way the best chance is going to give you chance or team to win. I don't care what it takes. If you're going to play, we call the Dannemora defense. You got to do what you have to do, and that's, you never know. I mean, right now, Willsboro's coming out on fire.
Well, they're coming out offensively. The other day, I mean, Chazy got here with a hard-fought 1-0 victory over Elizabethtown in overtime. But Coach Bueller was playing more kind of like a defense. But here come the Eagles now. And you got to watch out for Lauren because Lauren's got the explosive speed for Chazy. On the far sideline, coming up for the ball who is that on the far sideline for the Eagles?
Sweet. He's going to have to get
Alex Sweet.
Come on, Alex. Let's go.
Okay, and right now it is number 16 for the Eagles. That would have been Hayden Gay. He gives it up over to, it would have been Rogers. And now Lauren's trying to break through. He pushes it over to the near sideline, and Rogers is on the near sideline.
Get that first quick goal, and that's what Willsboro's trying to do. They had a great chance here within the first minute or so.
Well, Elizabethtown, what I was getting at was they kind of switched the lineup up to play a little more defense to pack it in, playing for the break with the speed of Maori of Elizabethtown, and of course they had.
Well, they were playing for the tie. They were playing for the tie. That's how they were playing for. Well, they had not scored against Chazy both games, whereas Willsboro has. Willsboro, I noticed, I'm looking at their lineup, they kept it the same. They've had success with it 2 times, and why switch it up if you have success?
Well, Willsboro's not coming here to pack it in. They've come out offensively.
Yes, they have.
And they're willing. They beat Chazy twice. They'll go toe-to-toe.
But they're leaving 2 back. They're leaving 2 back because we have some good speedsters up here with Lauren and Hunter Dominique, number 7.
And 6 is Jordan Barrier. He
That's
goes
where
to
the game is going to be
sideline.
settled. The midfield, the 2 Barrier brothers. They're going to have to
play by Sweet.
Yes. Sweet's going to have a good game.
He's got a big leg, and he can send it across. Yeah.
He's going to have a good game. There's Sweet and Nolan Rogers on the outside. Rogers getting the big assist a couple of nights ago against Elizabethtown, playing a good game. It's these guys off the bench that come in and play. Pelton, he's going to have to come in and play well, and Drake the two normal subs that come in these big games. So everybody's gonna have to bring the game. I mean, but the old axiom, Joey, it's hard to beat a good team 3 times. Chazy's a good team. Willsboro has to do it 3 times. I cannot remember any team beating Chazy 3 times.
Much less twice in the same season.
I don't remember. So, it's just the way it goes. And if Willsboro can pull this off, well, you know what? Hats off to them.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. And actually, this is the first time, and well,
this is what Chazy has to do. They got to just get some pressure going.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Yes! And wow, the 34-43 mark. Chazy jumps on early, and they had to get that, Joe. And they did. Now, who got that goal?
I thought it might have been Dominic.
Dominic?
Sure. Good work by Nolan Rogers, though, down here getting that service in, starting that whole thing. He may not even get the assist, but he just went down and took an end line and dug it out and kept the play going. And Chazy, this is the first time they've been ahead of Willsboro.
Yeah, all year.
So, it's what they got to do. They come out, and it's like I said, it's hard to beat a good team 3
I think
times.
it's Dominic who got the goal.
It might have been Dominic. Buried that when he had to.
Sayward stood no chance.
No, he didn't. Good work by Eagles. First chance, real good chance they had, and they put it away. So this is what happened in the second game, Joey, down in Chazy. You weren't there, Calvin and I were there. Chazy had all kinds of chances. They didn't put them away. And I mean, they could have put them away early in that game, and they just failed to do it. And they paid for it. This time they're coming out here, and it looks like they're ready to go.
Well, Joe, I know we talked about this during the E-Town game, and we kind of had a little jibber-jash going back and forth, but Chazy had scored 40 goals in their last 4 games.
Yes.
And so they were picking up their offensive ability, and it shows off here.
True, and we argued about that, the 40 goals. 40 goals against weak teams. They scored 1 against a good Elizabethtown team, and we have a really good Willsboro team here.
Needless to say. But what I was going to say, when have you ever seen Chazy wear a green uniform this time of year?
That's true.
Here?
That's what I'm saying. They're the second seed, and they need a good game out of that young man, young Josh Berry. That's a good ball to
There's
Sweet.
A good feeder going across.
Sweet getting him back in the action. That's what he's got to do. Get that good big foot that he has in there. Chazy putting on some more pressure here with. They scored that
Lauren
one.
gets a shot off. Oh, Lauren just misses.
What was the time of that goal, Joey? Did you get it?
Yeah, 34-43.
That's good. Okay, 5:17.
Yeah.
It's 5:17 into this game.
Yep, 5:17 into the game.
Josh Berry, there you go. Josh getting in on the action. But Nolan Rogers is not going to get any credit in the paper or whatever, but Nolan he kept that ball going on that end line, so just good work by all the boys. They withstood that first flurry of Willsboro activity. Maybe got lucky. Let's say it. Willsboro was right there. Well, and they were put on some good pressure. But ever since then, Chazy's doing what they have to do. But they have to keep finding feet. They have to keep passing the ball. There's a call right there that didn't go.
Must have been a legal throw-in.
But they got to keep finding feet. They got to still play calm down, relax. Because Willsboro, they're going to keep coming. They're going to keep trying to feed number 8 Sherman. Because he's what they do. That is exactly what they do.
Well, in any championship game, the first 10 minutes is all run on emotions.
Oh, yeah.
And then the game settles down into skill, and then here we go right now.
Jordan Barrier.
Oh,
a little bit too far in front of him.
And just a little too far. And it's clear out. It could be Nick Ball, I think.
Oh,
and he's taken down by Rogers.
Is it 20?
Squire, let me see. 20 is Dakota Sayward.
Okay. That was a good throw-in.
So it is Lauren heeling it back to Rogers. He sends it across.
That's good. Ooh,
and it's cleared out by Dakota Sayward, picked up by Reba. Reba pushes it up over the far sideline, over to Hayden Gay, back to Reba.
Back there, boys.
So Reba's got some room, gives it up over to Barrier, can let that rip.
Not bad.
And they're putting the pressure on. That's a good sign for the Eagles here.
This is what they did. That first half of that second game, Joey. And I was at both games. The first game down in Willsboro totally out-hustled them. They really did.
The whole game?
Well, for about 30 minutes. They really didn't outplay him, and even the second game, you go and you watch that. Willsboro didn't put a whole lot of passes together. They really didn't quote unquote control. They send it up. They go over to the top. Sherman. Mm-hmm. Granted, if that's what you're going to do. He is your weapon, but if you're totally one-dimensional, and it makes it hard. But they've had great success this season by virtue of their first place finish, and it might come back to haunt them. I don't know. they do have a couple other players who can score, but it's mainly Sherman their weapon.
Well,
And believe me, any team would love to have him.
Well, he reminds me of Maori of E-Town. They both have that. They're dangerous players. If they break that defense, they're going to make you pay. And of course, the Chazy defense has to be wary of that. But we got to give Willsboro the due. Congratulations on winning the division.
Oh, no doubt.
That's no easy task when Chazy's in your division. And they beat Chazy twice this year.
Yes, they did.
And until we beat
That's a
them,
good ball.
Willsboro's a better team this year.
That's a fact. We got a lot of game left.
Oh, yeah, we do.
31:05 here left in this first half. Chazy getting on the board just a little more than 5 minutes. Good Hunter dominant goal from Josh Barrier getting the assist, and Nolan Rogers, I'll give him some credit too, but just good play.
Right now the ball is in Elizabeth or Willsboro end.
That's what they have to do right there. Just keep finding feet.
And it's
just like that.
Their passing game.
Yeah, just
And
find
there it
feet.
is. There's the feed
That's not
inside.
bad. That's a good
Lauren
ball. Oh,
taking
good
it
job.
in, but coming off the line is the goalie Cody Sayward. So I'm assuming Cody and Dakota are brothers.
They're cousins. Yeah,
They're
related
definitely
somewhere.
a relation there.
One of them was just up here giving their
Yeah, it was the
music.
goalie Cody.
It was him.
Nice young man.
Yes, he was, and Mr. Swires too.
Yep.
Up here.
Very nice, respectful.
Yeah, they were good. I wish them. I did wish them luck. I said not too much, of course, but
You did say that to him.
you know, it's just they're kids and they're going to play their hearts out.
Absolutely.
As they
And
should.
I mean, and we should mention, Joe, there is a capacity crowd here
It really is
for this game.
They're lined up and down both sides, and
Bleachers are full across the way.
both teams are represented. And some of the officials from the first game did not leave. And there's a ton of people here seeing this. Well, you're going to see good soccer. Two of the best teams in the area.
Well, exactly. And you're seeing the number 2 team in the state against the number 9 team in the state. But the number 9 team is, until they're beat, are the reigning current 2-time champions for Class D.
That's a fact.
And they do have a 1-0 lead here in the first half with 29:38 to go. And it is Mr. Santor, Austin Santor, taking the punt here for the Eagles. And he's a senior keeper, nice punt, and the ball is headed back into Chazy territory, but it's one time by Nathan Reynolds.
This is what they do right here. They just go over the top.
Yep.
Yeah, but Chazy's got to defend with that. I mean, that's just the way it works.
And there's some danger. You can't let him shoot.
Bells, whistles, everything.
And Squires goes over. They did a good job getting on his feet so that Hamill couldn't get that shot off.
They were lucky they didn't get a shot off. Really make a mistake back here.
Or Sherman, I mean, Clay Sherman.
Looks like there's no foul.
No, it's just cleared over the net. It's a goal kick here.
Chazy getting a good fortuitous goal here right in the early going. Willsboro's coming back though, keeping the ball in the middle of the field. Chazy had a couple other chances too right after that. They're playing very well. You're just going to keep finding feet. Go to the ball. Not like that.
Yeah, here you go again.
You can't
And
let
you
that
just got to
happen.
disrupt. You got to get Sherman
Yeah,
away from
you
that.
got to go to the ball. He's going to take a shot here.
Well, Sherman, he's got 5 or
He's going to have a ton of people on him all day long.
Sherman has been a thorn in the Eagles' side this
But that's
year.
that's going to open somebody up. That they're going to bury Sherman. It's going to open up somebody. Somebody has to be open, and they're going to have to find that open man. Willsboro is, and Chazy better hope that it doesn't happen.
Botten getting the ball into Rogers, and he gets to the open space. Nobody there, but there's Dominy running hard against Smith, and there's 3 Willsboro defenders there, and Dominy can't get to it. Oh, and it
Come
gets
on,
by
Alex, let's
Sweet,
go.
and stepping up his barrier, and it'll be a throw. No, it goes off a barrier, so a throw in for Willsboro.
He's got to play a little more.
But that was nice hustle defensively back there by the Willsboro defense.
Good hustle, but you got to play better.
I mean the Eagles.
Yeah, Alex, you don't jump in here. You're a senior, man. Let's go. This is it. You're playing for little marbles here.
So Calvin, is Joe a fan or a commentator right now?
She's a coach.
Listen, I love Alex Sweet. He's over at my house all the time, and I'll tell him the same thing, man.
Well, he'll hear it. He'll hear it.
It's just the way it is. You're going to have to.
He also
You have to step it up.
referees,
He referees.
Oh,
Yep.
I'm all the above. Versatility.
Versatility. Here's the throw-in. And yes, folks, we have Joe Unleashed here up in the press box here for this championship game.
I'm not the only person that sees that, I'm sure. But I have coached Alex in the past.
He's
soccer and stuff.
He's very appreciative of that.
Listen, he's a good player,
He is a good player. That's why he's out there.
no doubt.
despite Joe.
Despite
Oh,
Joe.
no, he's tougher than that, though.
Well,
He's going to have to be tougher than
Well,
that.
here's the ball into Willsboro territory. Ball comes back toward midfield. Botten tries to go up for the shot. Knocked away by Squires. And there's a push-off between Barrier and Sherman. And it's a foul called on the Eagles, on Rogers.
Probably on Barrier.
I think it was Rogers on that one.
They're really not marking Sherman per se, like nobody's in his hip pocket.
No, I think they're just going to play their solid defense, and when he's there, know he's there.
It's a nice kick.
And one thing at the Elizabethtown game is the Chazy boys were getting beat in the air a lot that night, and they can't afford that in this championship game.
No. And that's what happened down in Willsboro, too. They were getting beat in the air just about every ball. You know, they losing in the air, so they're going to step that program up. Got 26:05 left here in the first half, and Chazy has a lead. Both teams going at it.
And here comes the ball pushed
ball.
up over to Dominy.
Keep it going. One more.
Dominy goes through.
Trying to go to the middle.
He's tried to get over to barrier, and Dominy steps up, and it's pushed over to the far sideline, controlled by the Warriors.
Good hustle by Dominy.
Ball sent up. It goes on to the foot of Bigelow.
Bigelow's one of their scorers too. Bigelow can put
He's a captain.
Yeah, you can put the ball in the back of the net.
Rogers challenging him, and
Willsboro.
the ball will stay inside. It's Bigelow with the ball, heels it back, trying to find Squires. Squires tries to go back to Bigelow, and it's picked up by Dakota Sayward. It's pushed back up to number 3, Nick Arnold. And there's the shot all the way across.
That's what Sherman does. I mean, he's a shooter.
Yeah.
But he also can dribble the ball. He can handle the ball very, very well if you give him space. If you keep him out there, you stand a lot better chance. Keep him outside that box like they just did. Let him take those long ones. You know, he may even pop one in. He's going to get his, okay? He's going to get his goal. Let him have his one. You're going to have to go down and score 2 or 3. That's what it's going to take. He's that good of a player.
Yeah, I don't see this game saying 1-0.
Well, I don't either, but it's Sherman, he's the real deal. If they can keep him out there, he's a lot less effective.
Oh, absolutely.
Down inside. But, as Calvin noticed, he can bury him from out there. Remember that first goal, Calvin, down at Chazy? We had a great lineup.
But it was a set play.
It was a restart, yeah, and it was just See, that's what Chazy, they got to step up. They got to step to that ball. Willsboro's getting aggressive now.
And this Reba's got some space. He's taking it. They're giving it to him. He's taking it. Nice job. Now he sends it up at too far ahead, and it's controlled by the Willsboro defense. Kicked back into Chazy territory off Squire's chest, and it's controlled by the Eagles. And the ball, Hayden Gay kips it into Willsboro territory, headed up by Dominy, trying to find Lauren. And the ball is booted up in the air here, and there's nobody controlling right now. And there it is on the far sideline. It is 14. Yeah, it is Sherman, and who's that for us? Was that Gay? Hayden Gay, I think.
Sweet.
Was it Sweet 14? Yeah.
Yeah. This is
dangerous.
This is where Sherman's effective right here.
And he's got a lot of speed, and Sweet is trying to contain him, and he got called for the foul. So Santer looks like he has a good look.
He's going to deliver that one. That's a good ball.
That's a nice feed. There's a nice win in the air by the Eagles.
There you go.
Reba did a nice job. It's cleared out toward midfield.
There you go. Step up, boys.
So Chazy has not had any possession here in the last minute or so.
No.
So Willsboro's kind of
they're pushing
controlled it. Yeah.
Well, they're
putting the pressure on.
They're really not putting a lot of passes together, Joey. They're just aggressive.
Right.
They're very aggressive, and
they aren't letting Chazy settle in.
That's exactly it. Then they're going after the ball. They're stepping in front of Chazy, and that's where they're good. They're very aggressive. They're very physical. They're fast. They're strong. They can play. Chazy has to find feet. They can't do those kind of things.
Well, Reba goes down, trying to get up. With Squires, pushes it up over to Lauren. Lauren with the ball.
Yeah, just find feet. There you go.
He's being guarded by number 6 Ball. And far side out. Sweet.
Sweet's burned him a couple times already.
Could be a deflection. No, going to the ball is Sayward for the Warriors. Cody Sayward will now work his way to 18.
Has had some decent luck on that far side, moving that ball down and getting a couple services in.
And the ball is at midfield. Barrier trying to find Barrier. Josh trying to get it to Jordan, but controlled by the Warriors. And the ball is pushed back. Stepping up is Reynolds, and he just bangs the ball up into Willsboro territory. Dominy trying to get to the ball.
Good hustle,
It's Dominy. Yep. And he's down. He kind of tripped trying to get himself back up.
He's up, though. He's up. That's good. He's done, yeah. A little twinge, and he's not going to let that bother him.
Ball's at midfield. And you can see Chazy trying to get into a control game, but Willsboro, with their speed and hustle, is disrupting Chazy trying to get into their game here.
They are, but Willsboro, as you notice, they don't put together a lot of passes. You know, they're not a control team where Chazy is. And Chazy, listen, pass it back, go laterally. Who cares?
Well,
Willsboro will. I don't care how in shape you are and how you're going to get tired of chasing that ball around. But you got to find feet if you're the Eagles.
Well, what you've seen
That's
so
that's
far,
what they do.
Willsboro's trying to go over the top. They're
Yes.
trying to get Squires or Sherman. And that's definitely what their game is right now, as you can see.
Yes.
Ball sent
That is
toward
the game.
midfield, and the ball was headed up by Sayward, and it was controlled by Lauren. Then he lost it, and Sayward just sent it right back up. Nice head by Reba over to the left side, over to Hayden Gay. Gay
That's what
setting it up.
They've had
to
good luck in
midfield.
that side going with Sweet.
And Sweet. He's a big kid.
Well, and he's got a good service, and he's kind of a weak pass there, but
And the ball stays in. Hayden Gay keeps it in. A little too far ahead, and Reba steps up.
they got to keep it pat. The first touch is a little strong.
No, not in that sequence. And Squire sends it up, and going back is Reynolds, and calling for the ball is Santor. Santor will get the ball here for Chazy, taking the punt.
I don't know if Willsboro's been behind since the beginning of the season.
Well, I don't know how they did against E-Town if they were behind. and
I'm not
tied it.
sure.
I'm not sure. Lauren, nice defensive
Good
play.
defense.
And Joe, this is the third time in 3 years that Willsboro and Chazy had met for the sectional championship.
Yes, it is.
So there's a little rivalry there in itself.
That was a good defensive play right there,
It was
too.
a great defensive play. Lauren
There you go.
giving
Fine
up the
feet, boys.
barrier.
There you go. Just fine.
Jordan sends it all the way back over to Reynolds. Mr. Cool. Far side over to Hayden Gay. Gay at midfield. Sends it up over to Sweet. Sweet on the far sideline.
There you go, Alex.
He
That's
sends
good
it up.
ball.
Lauren coming up, and it's headed out by Sayward. And
Take
there's a shot. There's a rip. Oh, it hits the defense. That was a major rip. And it's pushed up, battling for the ball. Nice battle there. And a push. Yeah, that was a foul on Barrier, and Barrier's not going to back down from him. And Sherman and Barrier are having words.
Actually, it's not Sherman.
That's not Sherman?
Number 8. Sherman's number 8.
Well, 5 is Bigelow.
Yeah. Bigelow's one. Like I said, he's the scorer.
Is that 5 or 6? It was
5.
That was taken down.
Yes. Well, no, it wasn't chirping that barrier.
Okay.
Here, Chazy one of those.
There's the ball headed up. Domini, he's going up. He's not backing down. Up against
Good. That's
Smith.
what they need to do right there.
Be aggressive.
Yeah.
Oh, nice play by Domini, keeping it in.
Still in bounds. Oh, that's going to be a foul.
And out of bounds, it looks like. Or no, a foul. A push on the Eagles, it looks like. So, Joe, we have under 20 minutes to go. If you're just joining us, it is a 1-0 Chazy lead here in this sectional championship game here at Plattsburgh High School. A capacity crowd. Joe Poissant on my left, Calvin Castine on my right, and Willsboro has beaten Chazy twice this year. And right now we're under 20 minutes in the first half. Ball in Chazy end. Here's a nice opportunity, and Sherman just can't get to it. Corner kick.
Willsboro.
So Willsboro have had some moments here.
Yes, they have. They're a good team.
Okay, we got some, here are the subs you talked about. The Drake, Corey Drake and
Derek Drake,
or Derek
number 2.
Drake and
Pelton. Nelson Pelton, and going in for Willsboro, number 12.
Number 12 is going to be Sam Politi.
Okay, Politi. He gave Coach Lee some good minutes too. Sweet getting some good services is Alex Sweet, but he just got a little bit more aggressive. That's a nice corner.
feed in the box, and Chazy wins that head. And there's Squire trying to get the shot off, and there's
no do.
And good pressure by the Warriors.
Senior, he's going to be a senior.
Yeah.
He's going to let him set up, take the pressure off.
And there's the punt.
That's a good punt.
10 yards into Willsboro territory, controlled by Domini. And it's now
First
cleared
touch.
toward midfield, and now it's picked up by Sherman. Sherman gets by Reba, coming over as Pelton. Pelton pushes it back. Nice job over to Hayden Gay. Gay tries to go up to the middle of the field. He's trying to get to Lauren, but Sayward, that would be Dakota Sayward, sends it up out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Chazy. Craig Botten will take it, and Drake will work his way down the field. Botten gives it up over to Drake. Drake pushes it back to Botten. Botten chips it up into the open space. Sayward, and it's on Lauren. Lauren, he tried to get it up over. He did try to get over to Dominic. It's going to be a corner kick. And we do have a corner kick here for Chazy.
Finally getting it out of their end, Joey.
Yeah.
And it was down there for
Good
quite a
pressure
bit.
by the...
Yes, it was. They had a
but you'd expect no
chances.
less. They're ranked number 2 in the state, and they won the division, so you got to expect that.
Back and forth action. This is good.
Well, this is good soccer. I mean, this is what it's all about. I mean, I love this, the capacity crowd here.
On both sides of the field,
There's a nice feed in the box.
Oh,
and it's just cleared out. Yep. Or offsides.
Possible.
It's a possibility.
Hard to,
16.
hard to be offsides on a corner kick.
Yeah, but I've seen it called before.
Yeah.
So here goes the kick, and it is Barrier, Jordan Barrier. Well, that was Josh over to Jordan. Now it's Lauren trying to go far sideline over to Pelton. Cleared up to midfield.
We gotta keep doing that.
And
Just
there's Gabe.
Send one in, Hayden. Send one in.
Nice push back over.
Back.
There's the feed.
Willsboro's got a lot of numbers back there.
Yeah, they're packing it in. Chazy's there. And pushed back by Drake over to Botten. Botten does a nice job.
Take one up, Craig.
He pushes it back. Smart play, very smart. A lot of exactly. Now they come up. Yep, nice job. Barry does a nice job shielding for the ball. And that is Jordan. Josh, Jordan, the brothers. So there's the shot. And that goes wide.
Could be a corner kick, no?
No. Nope. It'll be a goal kick. So Jordan Barrier to Josh Barrier.
Well, Joey, we got 15-13 left here in this first half.
An exciting first half.
Been a good game, back and forth. Both teams getting some chances. Willsboro having a few. After getting scored on, they had one early, then they came back after getting scored on. They haven't packed it in, that's for sure.
No, they're here to go toe-to-toe with Chazy.
Here's we need one from Lauren. Lauren had a great goal the other night.
Lauren.
No call. No, that's not a foul.
He got it. Yeah, I didn't see the foul either.
Good job.
There's Sherman. Botten goes back on Sherman. Botten trying to contain Sherman.
Good job. Good team defense.
Sherman does a good job keeping that ball on his feet, though.
Barrier doing a great job containing.
Nice play by Barrier, cutting ahead. Ball goes back to Sherman.
Good job, Drake. Good job, boss.
And nice clear out.
That's what they got to do with that offense right there of Willsboro. They just got to contain them. That's a good ball.
Yeah, that should go out, hopefully. Oh, nice K by Squires, keeping it in.
Just kind of, you should have just sent that across, but that's okay. We got away with it.
Controlled by Lauren. Lauren goes between the legs, and it's picked up by Drake.
Fine feet.
Drake pushing it back over to Barrier.
Right back into him now.
And it is controlled by the Warriors. Drake pushes it over to Barrier, back to Drake. Drake trying to get by the ball. Barrier has it knocked away. Michael Reba steps up. He chips it up. It'll go off the head of Dakota Sayward at midfield. And that is Jordan Barrier. Sends it up. And Dakota Sayward high ball. Pelton gets over his head. Pelton battling for the ball. And it's Pelton. Yeah, Pelton's got some space here.
He does. Got some moves, too.
And he's got some speed. Pelton getting inside the box, working his way down, trying to cross it, but good defense by the Warriors.
That's a nice service.
And there's a feed. And it comes outside the box, and Barrier trying to get a shot off.
Deliver one from there.
And he went left foot.
He has to watch the offsides, yeah.
And that's not his predominant foot, and he tried it left foot.
He can foot.
So we have a goal kick here with 13:07 to go in this sectional championship game. Loser goes home, winner moves on next week here against Section 10. I did talk to Tim Mulligan, and he said, depends, I forgot, a Section B, it might be the B, or the B girls, or however they do against Section 2. If they win, there'll be 3 games here next week.
Okay.
If not, there will only be 2 games.
That's good. You can think about that one, Joey. I'll think about this game right here right now.
So, well, I'm just a little low in the action, just bringing it out there, Joe.
Not much low, though.
No, there was just a little, so I took advantage of it. So right now, Drake has the ball taken away from him. It's Sayward, and we're back to the action. And it's cleared out, and getting over there is Reynolds, and it's called by Santor. And Santor controlling the play back there, calling off Reynolds. He'll work the way to the 18. And Santor with a nice punt, goes off the back of Josh Barrier. And Sayward will be saying his name a lot.
2 back there. You know, they're playing a strong defense, and like I said, they're trying to grill right over the top. Who's 20 and 11? Lease Fine.
Well, you got Fine Lease, and Dakota Sayward is the other one.
They're 2 good defenders.
Very good defenders.
You got them both back there.
And Domini working his way through, pushing it up over to it was Lauren. Over to Drake. Drake rips it off one of the defenders. It's Drake. The ball pushed up. And now the ball sent up, and going back is Reynolds, hustling for the ball, and Reynolds does a nice job. And it's Reynolds being pressured, and he gets by 2 players. Does another nice job. It's Reynolds. Now he gets it up over to Lauren. Nice play by Reynolds.
Good space, yeah.
Some nice movement. And it is Jordan Berry over to Lauren. Lauren just outside the box.
They got to find. Here we go.
Here it is. Barrier trying to get a shot off. He couldn't.
Defense.
And coming back is Josh Barrier.
What Chazy's got to do. Easy.
He sends it all the way over to Hayden Gay.
He's got some lead in that foot, too. He can pump one in.
Pelton will serve it in. And nice job headed out by Sayward. And now it's cleared out, picked up by Reba.
Reba's got a foot, too.
Yeah, he does. Reba, Drake trying to get to the ball, and it's cleared out. Good job defensively.
Take a touch.
Yep, it goes into the hands of Sayward, and that would be Cody Sayward. So he'll work his way to the 18. We're approaching the 10-minute mark here left in the first half, Joe.
Pretty exciting.
A very exciting game.
Both teams getting good whacks, and Chazy's made the most of theirs.
And it is on to the foot of number 13, Kelly. Haven't said his name much, and
they're going to stop the clock.
Somebody's getting a card.
Somebody is getting a card. Looks like he's going to be a bully from Willsboro.
Well, I didn't see what happened.
I think he did something to Drake.
Is that what happened?
I think he did something to Drake, yeah.
What's his number? I don't. It's a yellow card. What is this, Calvin?
It's like 15.
15 would be Brandon Bertrand.
Bertrand, he's actually one of the.
Now he doesn't have to come off when they get a card.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's got a card.
He does have to come off. Yeah, he's trying.
That's what I thought.
He's kind of a big bully to be picking on my little buddy Drake. You know?
Well, I'm guessing it's probably a senior against an 8th grader is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, he's a freshman, Drake.
Yeah,
He's not a bully. Hey, if Drake's on that field, he has to.
That's right.
He has to play with the big boys.
It's not his fault, Drake. It's,
Yeah. What's he supposed to do? Say,
smaller?
I can't. Sorry, I gotta ignore you. I gotta go after somebody bigger.
Doesn't have to be me.
So, Calvin, is that the fan coming out again?
That's it.
Okay, so the ball is into the, but we'll break him and he'll turn professional one of these days. So right now it is Barrier, and it is Josh Barrier battling for the ball, and that ball will go out. And yeah, it was out, Mr. Bigelow.
For some reason, Joe always sticks up for the short fella. I don't know why.
I have to represent. What do we call it?
I don't know. Now there's a. What's the call? They were out of bounds. That he was overruled.
I do not know.
Is it how?
I don't know.
Are you telling me that a line judge is overruled on a?
Looked like it to me.
Yeah, boy, wow. Well, there's the throw-in. And Drake needs it over, trying to find Josh Barrier, but Barrier's battling cross.
Take your time.
Goes back over to Hayden Gay. Gay chipping it up. And out of bounds, so it'll be a throw-in for Willsboro with 9:15 to go here in the first half. And a very exciting championship game here at the Plattsburgh High School complex. Ball into play. And it is Sherman with the ball. They've switched sides for Sherman. And Lauren with the ball.
Fine feet.
Lauren's got some nice speed. It's deflected, Lauren. And there he goes.
You got to watch him. Nice
There he goes.
Brandon Lauren on top of the box.
Lauren looking to get a shot off.
Whoa.
And what a save by Sayward. But what an effort from Lauren all the way back here.
Good job, Brandon.
And he ripped that shot, but Cody Sayward was up to the task.
That was a good save. Hard low shot.
And a nice high punt. Pelton trying to head it, just fell short of it. And it is pushed from behind, so it will be a kick here for the Eagles. Joe, I like what I've seen from the Eagles here in the first half.
Yeah, both teams putting a little something together. Chazy using more of their controlled passing game. You can see they put more passes together than Willsboro. Willsboro doing a good job though, especially in the early going, of disrupting it. You know, they're quick, they're strong, they're fast. And that's what they use. They use their physical presence to try to dictate the game. And like I said, Chazy's just got to keep finding feet. You know, and they're going to have to play tough too.
Well, here comes Mr. Sherman. And we've seen this kid from an 8th grader up to this point, Joe, and he's been the real deal. And there's the ball going, trying to get in the foot of Arnold.
Good job by Botten.
Oh, Botten does a nice job defending.
Great job by Botten.
Botten working his way up, chips it up over to Drake. Drake trying to keep it in. and it's shielded out of bounds. It'll be a throw in here for Willsboro. And you have Mr. Sweet and Mr. Rogers waiting to check in here for Chazy.
A lot of this game at the midfield.
Yeah, it is. And there's the big booming kick. And Santor's got to play his line.
Pelton was pushed though.
Yeah.
He pushed him right in.
That's what he said to me. I was pushed into the ball.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, that was the official was right there. I mean, it's everybody saw it except for the one man on the field.
The official saying this isn't croquet, boys. Let's play the game.
But you can't. You know, you pushed him into the ball. I don't care about croquet.
Hey, listen, Willsboro put the teacups away when this ball was started. We're here to play. Here goes the cross. Oh, nice cross.
That is great.
Dangerous. Very dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh, nice disruption there.
Good job by Dominic.
That would have been Dominic. And Drake.
Bumped out the ball again. Yeah, they're going to call this time.
And number 12 is going, listen, I can't believe he's small. He's saying, come on.
But you know
he's
what?
on the field here. Just because we collide doesn't mean I fouled him. And, I kind of question that. They both went to the ball hard. They collided.
True. I agree.
I'm not sure that was a call.
Maybe that's a make-up call for that bad one he didn't call.
Oh, come, these guys do a great job, Joe. Please, please. I know it's entertainment value, so go ahead.
The ratings will go up.
The ratings will go up. Calvin says, no, Joe, keep it going. Keep it going.
Don't be quiet.
Calvin's going, no, not really. He's more worried about the FCC.
Well,
we have 5:56 to go here in this championship game, and it's a throw-in for Chazy. Craig Botten will take the throw-in here for Chazy. Drake gave him some nice minutes out there as well as Pelton.
yes, he did.
And we have Nolan Rogers, and Alex Sweet into the game here for Chazy. And it will be a throw-in for Chazy.
Good decoy by Botten. Slow it down.
The Botten
He can
decoy.
go back, though. He can go back. He's got some space back there instead of
Nice throw and nice head by
a lot
Lauren.
of white shirts around that.
Lauren over to Domini.
A lot of
And
white
it's
shirts.
controlled by number 5, Bigelow.
Here we go.
There's a long
Not a
shot.
bad choice.
No,
That's not a bad choice, really.
put some pressure
Yeah,
on.
just not a bad choice. Maybe a little bit more mustard on it, but that's not a bad choice by Josh Berry. Good hustle by Jordan Berry.
So Jordan Barrier with the
All
ball,
the way back.
pushing it all the way back over to Reynolds.
There you go. Get him, that's what
Reynolds
they do.
controlling,
Just get him tired.
sends it up over to the far sideline over to Hayden Gay. And it's Gay, has space,
This
working
is
his
what they do
way.
well here with Gay on that side, on this that left side of the defense. Gay moves that ball up.
Very calm.
Yes, he does. He seems like he always gets a lot of space over there.
If you know, well, against the Elizabethtown game, his first touches were incredible the other night.
He ran. There's no call because he fell down.
Yeah, no, there should be no call there. And the ball is pushed up. Domini trying to get to the ball to the far sideline, and it is Smith trying to battle Domini.
Nice ball.
Beautiful ball, and it's now cleared up toward midfield. Stepping up is Reba. Reba pushes it up over to Sweet. Sweet trying to work his way down the sideline, but it goes out of bounds. So it'll be a throw in here for Willsboro with 4:08 to go left in the first half. And it is Barrier. That's Jordan Barrier, just sends a big kick out there with under 4 minutes to go. And Joe, this game is living up to its billing.
Without a doubt. Both teams having good chances. You know, Chazy's trying to find their little passing game, and Willsboro's trying their big boom game, and both teams playing decent enough defense. Chazy just they get Sherman on that ball, number 8 for Willsboro. Bells, whistles, sirens, everything better go off. Because he's the real deal.
Oh, nice hustle there by Lauren as well as Rogers. But it is Sayward getting the ball up over to Squires. Or actually, Squires, I should say. And
That choice right there by Barrier, take a little pressure off.
send it up. We have 3:15 to be a goal
Unfortunate
kick.
that's a goal kick, but
With 3:11 to go, of course, there's some urgency here in the first half for Willsboro, hoping to get the equalizer before the first half comes to an end. As we are now at the 3-minute mark, Chazy with a 1-0 goal. It was early on at the 34-43 minute mark. It was Domini from Barrier, and that would have been Josh Barrier.
they can get one here just before the half, the Eagles, and prevent Willsboro from getting one.
Well, the Lady Eagles did that in the championship game against Elizabethtown, and congratulations to
Barry's
them.
got some space out here, and Barry's got a wicked foot.
And there's the chip up, and Sayward's a strong defensive player back there for Willsboro, I mean. And the ball comes up, and it's Reba just chips it up over to Jordan Barrier.
Take that midfield away.
Gives it to Hayden Gay.
Control it.
Okay, and it goes off of Willsboro, goes off of number 12, Politi. So a throw in here for Chazy.
Mr. Cool's going to come up and take this one from the
kill some time, and it'll be like a corner kick with the ball going in toward the box here.
So you said this is the third time in a row these two teams have met.
In the finals here, yeah. And there's a nice throw by Reynolds.
In the box.
Nice header by Lauren. Kept in by Dominic.
Good hustle by Dominic.
Sends it across, and Sayward's there, and the good thing is he had a couple Chazy players there.
We've got 1:45 left here in this first half, Joey, and he's going to make another run here. Let's see what's going to happen.
Well, Rogers trying to push the ball up. It's Rogers battling for the ball. And it goes out of bounds. Throw in here for Chazy.
Easily been a call against Rogers, too.
Yeah, well, they bumped.
This playoff soccer.
And Rob says, no, take your time. We'll get Reynolds here.
We're going to have to get him back, though. Get somebody back.
Sweet is out of the game. He's got, I think, Pelton for his speed, I think.
Yeah. Pelton can track him down, you know. He's a good tracker. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Somebody going down the sidelines, he can.
And I'm impressed with Sayward. He's been winning a lot of balls with his head over there.
Well, that's what he's there for, and he's done a good job.
Oh, that's a bad pass. We have big waste with under a minute to go here. So you're giving Willsboro a chance on the offensive end here.
Not what you want.
It comes onto the foot of Bigelow, and it's controlled by Dominic.
Moving forward here, it'll just be good.
The ball is chipped up, headed toward midfield. And nice play by Barrier.
Forward. Good job by Barrier.
Yeah, with 35 seconds left here. And
30 seconds.
Everything forward.
There's the 1 minute warning. It came half a minute late.
Yeah, Kevin.
Better than not at all. Kevin, I think Mr. Mulligan's getting wrapped up in this game. That's a real nice throw. That's a real good throw.
And there it is. This first half should be coming to an end here.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And this first half has come to an end here at Plattsburgh. Chazy leading Willsboro 1-0 the third time around. Willsboro won the first 2 games during the regular season to win the division. Now everything's on the line here in this sectional championship game. Chazy 1, Willsboro 0 at the half.
Here we go.
And we're on the air here, starting the second half in this championship game here. Chazy will be going from right to left, Willsboro from left to right. And like we said earlier, Joe, it's not too often you see Chazy in their away uniforms at the Plattsburgh High School complex.
No, you don't.
And that's a credit to Willsboro.
No doubt. But right now,
Chazy's up 1-0 in this championship game. We just started the second half.
Too, but you know, Willsboro had a great chance in the early going.
Yeah, they did in the first minute.
And they're going to have to. Willsboro's going to come flying at the Eagles right now. They're going to send everybody up, and you know, see Bertrand.
Here they come. Yeah, Bertrand.
They're coming up in Chazy, and they're going to.
It's a good thing that it was the Chazy defense there for Santor.
Well, it was, and you have Mr. Cool playing the mother hen over to Santor. You can't blame him. And Sherman can come flying in anyway. Number 8 for Willsboro. He's a real deal, and Chazy's done a good job of containing him. He's had a couple of decent chances, but from distance. So Willsboro had a chance probably, like I said, about that 4th minute right off the bat. And Chazy came down about a minute and a half later and got their goal. So that's where this game is at. We've got a lot left. Chazy's got to find their passing game. They got to keep it. You know, they've done okay. They've done well at times. But they got to keep it. But Willsboro, you got to give them credit. They're disrupting it at times. Willsboro's a very physical, fast team. You know, and they got some kids that can play ball. You know, we're just talking about Sayward, the defender. Just find out, I think he has a real bad knee. I don't know if it's MCL or ACL. One of those. He's out there playing hurt.
He's playing well.
He's playing extremely well. You know, so that's where they're at. Both of these teams, either team wants.
There's the ball, and the ball goes on the ground. Yeah. And nice play by Sayward.
Good chance right there for
Find out that medical information. How'd you
find that medical information?
I think it was from somebody down in Essex County brought that up, right?
No, Calvin, we're just in depth in our knowledge before we prepare for a game. You think we just show up on camera time? We're doing a lot of research before we get up
You
here.
don't just find the information, we disseminate it. You know, you have to
We have our sources, that's right.
disseminate the information. You have to-
It just doesn't come natural for us, Calvin. We work hard for this information.
pay a lot of money at times, too.
Oh, nice try from Sherman trying to get it over to Bertrand, and that's Brandon Bertrand. So it'll be a throw-in for Chazy. And, well, actually, the ball's in play. I'm talking to Calvin. And we're back to the action, Joe. They went at it quick, Calvin.
Yeah, I was watching.
Good defense.
There's Sherman.
Good team defense. Chazy's been doing that on Sherman. He gets the ball with space, and they're coming right back on him. Jordan Berry's playing very well this evening for Chazy so far.
Dominic sending up, and it'll work its way off the note coming off his line is Sayward. And that's Cody Sayward. And there's the nice punt. And even though Willsboro won the division this year, I think they kind of knew to get to the next level they had to get through Chazy one more time.
Well, Chazy had to get through Elizabethtown, so
Yeah,
and they did.
that wasn't an easy task either.
No, it wasn't. It was nice speaking to the goalkeeper, young man Brock.
Yeah,
Marvin.
Brock Marvin came up for the girls' game.
Just a little bit last few minutes. It was very nice to speak to him, and his brother Connor's gonna be going through the same heart situation as him. Here's Hunter Domi. Oh, it's a nice service right there for Chazy.
Unfortunately, nobody there for
Nobody
Chazy.
there, but good. That's what you have to do. Bring that ball back at a diagonal. Don't just make it flat at the keeper. That's how Chazy scored the other night on the Rogers goal or should say the Lauren goal from Rogers.
Barrier getting it over to
This is what Chazy has to do.
Jordan
Just
Josh.
possess.
Yep. Move the ball.
Possess,
Like you
possess,
say, those
possess.
boys run around. They get tired chasing that ball
A
around.
little too much weight on that ball, but
And getting back there is Reba. He chips it right up to midfield, controlled by Barrier. And that's Josh Barrier. And it's knocked away, and it will be picked up by Craig Botten. He switches fields up to Hayden Gay. Gay one-times it, high in the air, stepping over. Nice play by Lauren, getting to the ball in the air. And the ball is kicked by number 6, Nick Ball. Controlled by the Warriors here, and it's to the near sideline and out of bounds, so a throw in for Chazy. And we're early in the second half, Joe.
well, we have just a little more than 35-45 left here, and both teams really haven't had a chance yet in the second half. A lot of play in the middle of the field. Chazy had one decent chance, I should say, when Sayward went down, but he covered well. Both
And
teams playing good defense. You know, I noticed that neither team's really getting a lot of looks. You know, Chazy had that one goal right off the bat. Willsboro had their chance, but both teams are playing pretty good defense.
It's a lot of midfield action.
Well, this is a lot different than that second game down at the Chazy Field where Willsboro played a lot of rope-a-dope and got away with. They escaped to the win.
Mm-hmm.
And tonight they're not playing rope-a-dope. They're not now. They're not going to be able to now. They got to come out and they got to get 2 to win. So.
Oh, near sideline over to Sweet. Nice pass by Reba. And Alex looking to serve it, and he just sends it in.
Actually.
No, he's got a hard foot, a hard shot, I should say.
It was good defense by Bertrand, number 15. He's a tall kid, that Bertrand.
And the ball punted toward midfield, and it's controlled by number 7, Cross. And Willsboro controlling the ball at this moment. And it's Sherman.
Oh, he got by barrier.
He did. Nice push to the nice, but he's got some uncanny speed. This is dangerous. Nice play by the defense. Reynolds. Another nice play.
Withstood that pressure.
And Lauren just kicks it up high. So defensively, Chazy stood up to the task, but it all started with Hamill on the far sideline.
Good chance for Willsboro.
And a throw in here for Willsboro. Ball going down the near sideline, and it's knocked out of bounds by Botten. So another throw in here for the Warriors. And quickly they get it in. And an illegal throw.
Looks like it. Well, we're at the 33-48 mark in the second half, and Chazy's still up 1-0. Had a decent chance right off the bat, I should say, in his first half. Sayward did a good job. Here's a decent chance.
Oh,
didn't get by him.
Boy, if that got by him.
Good job by Sayward. He's been playing well.
For a guy with a torn ACL or MCL, whatever he has
He's got
torn.
a torn knee. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's
he's got his brace on, but
he does.
you know, he's a young guy, and he wants to get out there and play.
Willsboro, that's a good service here. Ball's being kind of bounced around in that Chazy end a little bit more than Really.
Well, the ball's been in Chazy end more recently, and now it goes out of bounds.
Kind of a waste for Bertrand, so
we have a throw in here for Chazy, and Hayden Gay looking to take the throw in here for the Eagles with 33 minutes to go here
Chazy
left in the game.
Playing compact, if they can play compact and contain Sherman, it's going to be what they're going to have to do. Play compact.
Yeah, you do not want to throw the ball back with Sherman there.
No.
You want to keep it going forward. And I thought there was a mistake on that, but nice recovery. And at midfield, and Reba chipping far sideline trying to find Rogers. Rogers is battling the ball with Arnold,
job with Rogers,
and
right
Rogers
there,
wins
stepping
that
up.
battle. And he tries to send it across, and it hits Arnold, and it'll work its way out of bounds. And he kept it in. Good play by Arnold.
Yes.
And now it's Jordan Berry over to Josh Barrier.
Keep it coming. One more. Yep.
Pushing it up. Nice. Oh, it gets by Dominique.
Everybody oohs and ahs on that one.
Yeah. So it'll be a goal kick here for the Warriors.
But that's what they have to do. But when you get those passes to you, you gotta control them.
Well, it
That's
was
just the way it works.
definitely the right idea.
Yep.
Didn't execute, but right idea.
And just keep at it. Just keep going. We're at the 32-minute mark here in this second half. 1-0, and a couple people were up in this booth earlier and said it's not going to remain 1-0.
Yeah, me being one of them.
Yes, there was. And
I do think there's going to be another goal or two in this game before it's all said and done.
it'll make it a whole lot more exciting.
Well, you have two very good teams that are very capable of scoring. I just can't believe you can keep them off the board
They're
that long.
playing good soccer.
And there's the shot, and it hits the crossbar. And if it was football, it would be no 3 points. And in soccer, it's a goal kick. So you get everything here at the Plattsburgh Sports Complex.
And Joey
You
Trombley.
don't see this at the George Bremner Field.
We get Joey Trombley all over the North Country.
And Joe the Fish Poisson with his insights and commentary. And Calvin Castine on the right, frowning when Joe opens his mouth, figuring the FCC might be showing up anytime.
I'm trying to help your ratings, Calvin.
Joe, it's just because we love you, buddy.
It's a good move.
And
Good.
controlled by the
This is what
Eagles.
Right
Yep.
there. They look good, and this is what they do.
Oh, nice stick by Ball, or Arnold.
I think it was a ball, wasn't it? 7?
And that was number 3, it was Arnold.
I think 3's on that far side.
Yep.
7.
Well, if it was 7, then it would have been cross.
That was cross then.
Then it was cross.
Willsboro getting a restart here. Some kind of a call.
Yeah, way over on the other side.
I don't know what it was, but we're at the 30-minute and 37 mark now, and 9.5 minutes gone in the second half, and
There's a kick by Sayward. Headed up toward midfield. Lauren trying to get
good
to
hustle
it.
by Lauren.
And on the far sideline is Botten. Botten with the ball on his head fighting Swires.
Swires just drove off that.
Swires.
Yeah. Swires was one of the young men that came up in the booth there
Yeah,
at the,
with
between
Sayward.
games. Yes, let him introduce himself. Very nice young
And
man.
number 3, Nick Arnold, will take the throw in. Yeah, they were very nice young men. And it's Arnold with the throw in.
He's got a good
Oh,
throw.
beautiful throw in. That's as dangerous as Nathan Reynolds. And we have a corner kick. So this is dangerous. So good pressure by Willsboro. They're getting their opportunities here.
Chazy
And they're doing the short kick. Chazy was not ready for
They
this.
weren't ready.
They were not prepared for this. They took a playbook out of the Chazy playbook. And like you say, it goes off to be a goal kick.
You got to get ready, boys. Come on.
Yeah, they weren't expecting that.
No, they weren't.
I don't. In all the years, I don't remember Willsboro taking a short kick.
Not a fast one.
No, if any, not a fast one. So they got Chazy on their heels on that a little bit.
They almost did.
And the ball makes its way to the midfield. Lauren trying to get to it. And nice play by Nick. That ball, or not ball, but Sayward's been doing a nice job. Dakota Sayward. Defensively, he's been the real deal back there for Willsboro. Coming up over to Sweet. Sweet one times it up over to Dominique.
Well, Dominique's got some space.
Pushes it up. Oh, just past Lauren's
You would have got a
foot.
touch on that.
It would have been a battle between Lauren and Dakota Sayward.
Been a Sayward sandwich back there because both those Saywards are there.
Yeah. And it is Dominique going for the ball. And
Dominique's playing very well.
oh, he's battling.
He is. Well, he's not backing down.
No.
You know, he's playing hard nose, and that's what you have to do at times like that.
That wasn't his nose, that was his elbow.
And that was a little bit of a shoulder, elbow, and there was a hand right there, but we won't say anything either. There's another elbow from Sweet. They're going to call that on Sweet.
Yep.
You know, some
Jumping
kind
in.
of little karate chop.
A little jumping in.
28 minutes and 15 seconds left.
It's 1-0
A
Chazy.
lot of time left for both of these teams here. Chazy's playing a lot more defense.
In the second half, yes,
Well,
they
that's a
are.
nice service right there.
Nice play by Reba to get
They're
into
doing
the
a
air,
much
get his
better
head on
job
it.
getting that ball out. Chazy's winning those balls in
Well,
the air.
yeah, they weren't doing that the other night.
No, they weren't. And they actually didn't do it against Willsboro. And both Mr. Rogers on the far side exchanging
Oh, wow.
Christmas cards with somebody.
And Hamill tried to do a bicycle
And
kick.
Hamill, I think that was
Or Sherman, I mean.
Sherman, yeah.
I meant Sherman tried to do the bicycle kick.
I don't mean to keep correcting you, Joey, but
No, I'm glad you do.
Thank you.
Listen, I only have the roster in my hand. And you expect me to get it right?
all the time.
So the ball controlled here at midfield by Chazy just for a little while. Now it's controlled by Willsboro.
Here's where you got it.
Onto Sherman's foot.
Stepping up and taking that ball away from Sherman.
Dominy goes down, he gets up.
Called for dangerous play, but
He stood right up, and Dominy sends it up over to Lauren. Lauren, nice defense, nice hustle back by Lauren.
you gotta get rid of it.
Pushing it up to Dominy.
Take one.
Dominy trying to get a shot off, going to the far sideline over to Rogers, and knocked out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Chazy.
Chazy finally getting a little something going. Willsboro had some pressure on the
A
Eagles.
lot of pressure.
You know, a few direct kicks, a couple of corner kicks, some throw-ins down there. And
Drake is into the game. Rogers is coming out of the game. And they're letting Reynolds go up to take the throw-in.
Mr. Cool on that far side. And
There it is, a nice throw into the box.
Real nice throw.
Lauren gets his head on it. And kept in by
good hustle
Dominy,
Dominy's playing a very good game tonight.
playing very hard.
Nice service.
And there's a shot,
Ooh.
and there was a rip by Reynolds.
It's not a bad shot. Not a bad choice, really. 26:06 left here, Joey, in the second half. And capacity crowd.
Yeah, we have a big crowd
A
across
lot of
the way on the
people here.
line.
This is good. Very good.
Well, everybody knows good soccer when they see it, and they know Willsboro and Chazy was going to be a good game tonight.
Yes, it is.
And there you are.
Haven't disappointed.
No, this is what you'd expect for a championship game. And Lauren with the ball. He's battling. Well, he pushed it up, but a little too far ahead. Now it comes onto the foot of number 15, Bertrand. And gets it up over to Sherman. And it's Sherman and Botten. Botten staying with
Drake's trying to
Sherman.
get back and help.
Oh, nice play by Botten to stick him.
That's one of the first times they've actually stripped Sherman off game. Really, it's one of the few times they've actually just taken the ball from him. You know, they've had by a man-on-man.
Right.
It's usually taking 2 or 3 people.
Yeah.
You know, and that just
That's a lot to Botten.
That's credit to Sherman though too, but great play by Botten because Sherman got by him. He would have had a one-on-one maybe.
And Botten stood up to his task there defensively and thwarted the attack by Sherman. So the ball is over to the near sideline, and Sweet jumps into the ball, and it's controlled by Dominy. Dominy to Sweet. Sweet gets it up over to Josh Barrier. He chips it up.
Service. Come on.
No, and the ball's headed to goalie. And so Sayward coming up with the ball, and he throws it this time. Nice big throw by Sayward. And stepping up is Reba, and Reba does a nice job. And he sends it up, and it'll go on to the goalie's hands, Cody Sayward. So we have under 25 here left in the game. Chazy up 1-0 in this sectional championship game on the 5th of November, 2011. I'm Joey Trombley, along with Joe the Fish Poisson and founding father Calvin Castine on the camera in this sectional championship game. And here come the Warriors.
They're coming right back.
And here they come. And it's number 15, Bertrand, trying to get a shot off, and it hits off the body of Jordan Barrier. And Jordan Barrier and Bertrand battling for the ball.
There's no foul. No, that's not a foul at all.
And that wasn't. That would have been on Cross, actually. And Sherman kicks it off the end line. I think he's trying to take it off the defense.
Yes, he was. That's what Hayden Gay does too. Hayden Gay tries to pound it off somebody and get a.
So we have a goal kick here for Chazy with 23:39 to go here. And it seems like both fan bases are kind of like on pins and needles right now as the clock's ticking down.
If I wasn't standing up, I'd be that way too. It's just an exciting game, good game.
And it is stepping up. Oh, nice play by Reba.
That's what
Step
Reba's been
up
doing
to
the
it.
last couple of times, last couple of runs. He's
And
not let him have that middle. He's got to punch it up. He's got the size, he's got the experience and the speed to do it.
And Domini and Sayward fighting for the ball. And good hustle by Domini.
Domini's been playing a very good game. Not just the goal that he scored. He's all over the field doing those kinds of things.
He forced Sayward to knock that off the sideline.
Yes, and there's a few other kids for Chazy that could take an example from that. You know?
Well, stepping into the game is Pelton. Coming off is Alex Sweet. And going in for Willsboro was number 4, Dakota Latford. And it was number 12, Sam Politti, going into the game.
And watch this good throw in here from Mr. Cool Reynolds on the far side. Well, 22:40 left, Joey.
Nathan Reynolds. Nice high throw. And the ball lands, and that can be dangerous. And there's a scramble, and it's knocked this on the ground. Oh, what a shot and save!
Oh, what a save!
The shot was by number 8. Is that?
No, that was from Barrier. Josh Barrier.
Josh Barrier ripped it, and it was Sayward with the save.
Yes, it wasn't a great look. The kind of shot you want to get too.
It was a quality shot, quality save.
Just a great save by Sayward. He's back to his old tricks, making good saves.
And nice play by number 5, Bigelow.
Oh, he was taken down hard, yeah. He was taken down like a Texas steer, you know.
Well, they're letting him play.
Yeah, but that's a little bit much.
And Pelton has the ball taken away by Sherman, knocked away by
Josh Barrier.
Josh Barrier, not doing a bad job for a freshman.
Not bad at all.
And they're switching fields, and on the far side is Swires. He's working to get to the ball, and you have Drake over there working on Swires. And Derek Drake, and the ball kicked up by Botten.
Willsboro's still applying some pressure.
Yeah, they are.
They not really getting any good whacks at Santor. You know, Chazy's had a few whacks at Sayward, but Santor really hasn't had to make that kind of save that we just saw Sayward make.
No.
You know, you got to give credit to the Chazy defense for that. You know, they have had a couple chances, Willsboro, but it's...
Well, this was a challenge for this defense tonight. Remember, they gave 5 goals this year to this team. They only gave 6 all year.
That's true.
So I'm sure Coach McAuliffe put a challenge to this team and says, hey, this is a championship game. You got to keep them off the board.
Yeah,
and so far, they've done it.
My lovely wife going, she should be contributing to Hometown Cable here shortly.
The ball comes in. And it is, this is definitely Hometown Cable for sure. We talk about wives, we talk about everything up here, ain't Calvin?
That's right.
Why not?
Nothing's off limits in this championship game.
Here
goes Barrier, pushing it up. Oh, just out of the reach of Domini. What a nice pass by Barrier.
Barrier, that's the second time Barrier's been involved in something that almost made a goal, so he's stepping up his game now.
Domini just couldn't get to it.
And he gets a little like a medium 5 from big brother Jordan, and that's good. You know, that's what Josh had. It's confidence. You know, it builds biggest confidence going up. So that's what he needs to do.
That was good stuff. Well, Joe, we are at the halfway mark here in the second half, and as of right now, that early goal has held up here for Chazy. And Lauren does a nice job pushing it up. Going to the ball is Barrier. Barrier trying to get to the ball. Nice battle by Barrier.
Just good job.
And the ball pushed up, and it goes into Sherman's foot.
Whistle sirens go off.
And coming from behind, nice job by Josh Barrier. Sherman was not expecting that.
3 good plays that he's been involved in right there. You know, that right there is just as fine as those 2 scoring opportunities he just made.
Absolutely, and Pelton takes it off the face.
He's going to take it out. You won't feel that.
No, not in this game. You don't.
Not when you get married. Don't
you
worry.
Shake it off. You shake it off.
Yep. You give me the ball.
And it's controlled here by the Warriors, and it goes over to the foot of Bigelow.
Bigelow's good ball player.
Yeah, he is. He's the real deal. Nice job.
It's not Barrier back in it.
Barrier trying to knock it. Nice play by Barrier. And we're saying Barrier's name a lot here.
Josh Barrier.
It's like there's 2 of them out there.
Yeah. Also, there's 2 Barriers.
Good job by Josh Barrier. Good work.
And Hayden Gay coming up to take the throw in here for Chazy.
Chazy's got to just find some feet, though, and just start possessing.
They got to keep the pressure up offensively because Willsboro's too good to go back into a shell.
Oh, yeah. You're not,
with
you're
19 minutes here, 18 and a half minutes left.
That's a hand.
That would be a hand.
Ooh. Good spot here for Willsboro.
Yeah, well, they're about 8 yards in from the, about 5 yards in from the midfield.
They get a service in here and get a flick on. So.
Could very well happen. Chazy's got to mark up.
Willsboro faithful making a lot of noise.
There's the kick.
That is a nice service.
And it is Santor. Santor comes off his line. Nice job.
Good job defending right there. Nelson Pelton did a really good job defending. Coming over there and putting.
Look at the senior. See him take his time.
Oh yeah, you're going to. You're going to let your team set up. He put a good. I was Politi that he put a body on Politi and kept him from getting anything going.
And it is Lauren, has it knocked away. Stepping up is Reba. Reba getting on the foot of Domini. Domini trying to work his way through, but nice job by number 2, Smith. And now on the counterattack, but too far ahead. And Hayden Gay one times it up over to Jordan Barrier, over to Josh Barrier.
This is what they got to do right here.
And look at that open space. And look who's back there. Mr. Dakota Sayward doing a great job for Willsboro. And it's Jordan Barrier. He chips it up. Trying to find Drake. Drake's got some nice speed and will work its way out of bounds. So a throw in here for the Warriors with 17-18 to go, Joe.
Pretty exciting. Yeah. Not bad. I mean, this has been.
If you remember, last year it was only a 1-0 game too.
I think it was 2-0.
That was the year before.
No, it was boring. It was boring 2-0. Chazy just kind of.
Last year?
Yeah, it was kind of a boring game. Willsboro did have a couple chances. I can't say they didn't, but Chazy way more possession than this game here.
Mm-hmm.
This is.
Yeah, definitely.
Willsboro's gotten better this year.
Yeah, well, they're older. They're good athletes, and. They beat Chazy twice this year. Domini comes out.
Oh, yeah. Send one back in.
And there's the shot.
That's not a bad choice. That's okay.
No, that's all right.
That's okay. I mean, put a little bit more on it, but we're at the 16:30 mark here with the second half, so Willsboro's going to start getting a little bit desperate. There is a lot of time, especially when you got this man here.
And here he comes, Sherman with the ball. There's the speed of Sherman, and Reba pushing him off the ball.
Sorry, he'll take a corner kick.
Yeah, they'll do that. And Reba did a nice job getting on Sherman.
You're going to have to put somebody right on Sherman. He's got height. They're going to bring Bertrand up.
He's got height. He's got speed.
Actually, they have, I don't see Bertrand in there, is he?
Number 6 is taking the kick. That's the next ball.
Bertrand is not in there. Bertrand 15. Has good height.
Yeah, he's out. 15 is Bertrand.
Good to see how Chazy defends.
Oh, there's a nice shot in the box. Santor.
Oh!
Wow, nice play
I don't know
by
who
Reynolds.
saved that. I think that was Reynolds, yeah.
Reynolds did it. Came off
Reynolds
Santor's
saved
hand.
that. Boy, that's how they got scored on down in Willsboro. A couple off Santor's hands, and Reynolds saved them that time.
Santor knows that. Yeah. I think he'll be taking Reynolds out for a little dinner there
There's
later
no
on.
doubt about that. I'll buy him some French fries myself. That was a great save.
We made the initial save, and then it came off his hands.
Well,
and
if it was
Reynolds
a save,
was there.
it was more of a off his hands. He didn't get it.
Well, Santor's got to let that go. He's holding his head, and it's like they didn't score.
Yeah. And the official.
Oh, he got hit. That's why.
He got hit. Yeah.
That's why he's holding his head. I thought he was upset. He dropped the ball.
Clock, and we got 15 left in the second half. Chazy up 1-0. Section 7 finals at the PHS complex. We'll be back in a moment. What's going on?
We're in on Santor. He had his head wrapped, so he must have taken an elbow or a head to. He was bleeding on the back of the head. And there's the goal kick. So we had a little stoppage of play there to let the goalie get ready. And so the pace will pick back up here. There's no doubt about that. And Santor calls for it.
We'll have to have somebody smarter than us tell us why they didn't keep playing.
I agree, Calvin.
So Joe explained it here.
Well, Joe doesn't know.
I don't know. We're all up here trying to figure it out. When Santor got hurt, he came over on the sidelines, and you come off here for any kind of medical treatment or injury like that. If they stop playing, normally you got to be replaced, and the play goes on, and they just stopped the game, and they waited, a couple minutes for Santor to get some medical treatment here, and it kind of took, I think that helped Chazy because Willsboro was pressing here. They were putting on some pressure against the Eagles, and that was at the 15-15 mark.
There's a chip into the box. Oh, knocked out by Sayward. And Reba sends the ball up. And going for the ball is Domini. It's like everybody just stopped. I'm not sure what's going on there.
That was Domini almost saved that. He could have.
Yeah, he did. Everybody's just standing around.
They stopped playing.
I'm not sure what was happening there.
Both teams stopped playing.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody's got a whistle on the sidelines. And
could be.
That's really not cool. People doing that,
No, that's not good. And it is Lauren controlling the ball. Lauren getting the shot off.
Oh!
There it is. Oh, that hit the post! A drive by, who was that?
Looks like barrier maybe.
Oh, Willsboro dodged the bullet. Now on the counterattack, you got to be careful here. You have number 5, Jeff Bigelow, and it's 5-on-5.
He got ball. That's going to be a corner kick.
And he's calling the foul.
Foul or the corner kick?
No, he's calling the foul.
This right here is great.
Well, this is great for Willsboro.
Good game.
So it was Barrier, I think, just drilled that goalpost. You thought it was a goal? No, hit the post. Yeah. Here it is. This is dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
He did this in Chazy. He found it. Look at that shot. Oh, wow. If there would have been a deflection, they would have scored on that.
An own goal, possible. But Sayward's hurt back here now.
Sayward's hurt.
Yeah. Dakota Sayward.
He has played one heck of a game.
He's hurt back there now. He was on that last flurry that Chazy came down and pounded it off the post after the shot, the deflection, and all that good stuff going on.
And it's Lauren heading the ball up over to Domini, and it's at midfield. And we have a battle for the ball, and it is won by Chazy Barrier.
Just 5 feet.
Jordan Barrier having some space. Now he'll send it up. Far sideline is Jordan Barrier, or that's Rogers over there? Yeah, Rogers out. So it must have been Rogers that drilled the ball.
It's possible, yes. I don't know. We're going to have to get some clarification maybe after the game. I don't know. Calvin can put it on slow motion.
Yeah, so we can see here. The ball goes off a Willsboro player, so throw in for Chazy. So if you're a Chazy fan with a 1-0 lead, you want the ball on this end of the field.
Yes.
With 11:43 to go.
Willsboro's going to start pulling everybody up, but like I said, Dakota Sayward is now, he got a twinge pretty good at that knee, his hurt knee, and he's still going through it. He's a trooper, and a couple subs here going in for
there's the throw-in. Barrier ripping a shot, deflection. And nice play here. Sweet. Pushing it back. He's trying to get it off. And that's a foul on the Eagles, it looks like.
Yeah.
So you have Bertrand ready to check back into the game here for Willsboro.
24.
And number 24 would be Swires.
3.
And number 3 would be Nick Arnold. It's controlled by Lauren. Lauren chipping it up. And he'll let Domini try to get there. And good hustle by Domini, but going to be a throw in here by Dakota Sayward.
Sayward is a trooper staying out there because
he's the real deal.
He's in pain.
Yeah, the kid's
there
the real
is
deal.
No doubt. I mean, that young man is in pain, and I really hope he's not messing up his future. Because boy, he's not helping it any. But then again, maybe the damage is done. You can't do any more to it.
And I'm sure he got some clearance by the doctor. Said, "Hey, it is what it is." A nice play by Hayden Gay. That would be a handball. So they're going to say throw-in, or it looks like a kick. It looks to be a kick. Or no, he's coming to the sideline.
They're going to maybe the ball went out of bounds before that happened. So we got the 9:50 mark, Joey.
Yep, it's winding down, and the intensity is going to pick up here for the final 10 minutes.
Chazy wants that clock to wind down as long as they have this lead. So.
And so Reynolds will come in. He'll knock some time off the clock. He'll take his throw in, and that pushes the defense back when you do that.
Yeah.
They know where that ball's going.
He'll
get it to the 10 and farther in. And there's the throw-in. And Domini trying to get to the ball. And it will be a goal kick here for the Warriors with 9:14 to go. An exciting championship game, Joe. I can say we expected no less tonight.
And that is a fact. And it has been. I'd say it was well worth your money to get in here, Joey, but I know you didn't pay. So.
I did.
You actually did?
I did, yeah.
Oh, very nice of you. They waved me off, so.
Well, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, they know you. You're always on the air.
Yeah.
I just fill in now. I feel like.
You have been part-timing here.
Well,
That's a nice save.
things have
by
been happening. And there's the punt up toward the center of the field, controlled by the Eagles. Lauren one-times it over to Dominy. Dominy couldn't control it.
It's all right.
Midfield, Botten sending it up. And there's a scramble. And it was touched by Willsboro.
That's a good play.
And it's corner kick, a nice hustle by Rogers.
Great job by Rogers.
Rogers didn't give up.
You know, if Chazy's fortunate enough to put it in back of the net off this corner, they haven't. No team's really scored off any corners tonight, as we all know. But if Chazy's fortunate enough to do it, you know, you're going to have to give credit to Rogers just for that hustle.
And here goes Jordan Barrier.
See what he can do.
Oh, nice feed into the box. Oh, wow, that was taken over the head by Reynolds, over the net by Reynolds. And Willsboro dodged the bullet there. So there's no doubt that Chazy had the quality chances.
Both teams dodging bullets, you know. I mean, Reynolds made the great save down here when Santor came off his line and mishandled it. So, and you know, that post was a friend definitely for Willsboro a few minutes ago.
Oh, knocked out of bounds.
Good also by Barrier.
Yeah.
Barry's playing very well this evening.
Oh,
yes, he is.
There's no doubt about that.
Playing very well, Josh Barrier tonight.
He has stepped it up.
He's only a freshman.
Yeah, he stepped it
Let's
up.
put it there. He's only a freshman, so.
He's a freshman playing like a senior.
Well, he put his big boy pants on tonight.
Now look at the faith he has in Drake right now.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah.
Calling this young man up from the JV team halfway through the season. 7
minutes left. Well, Drake's got he's got game. He's got what it takes.
So Coach McCullough showing confidence in the
freshman call-up.
Reynolds, another nice throw-in.
Flick on. There's a lot of game left, though, Joey.
Oh, you know there is. We know that all too well.
Take one.
There's Rogers ripping a shot.
That's good.
Good hard shot.
You see how he swiveled his hips to get it over the route. On top of that, though, he kept it low. That's hard to do with a ball that's going away from you, you know, without taking the touch. And that's
going to go off Chazy.
He did that to himself, and he's getting up pretty.
Oh yeah, he slipped kind of when he was doing that.
Chazy's going to have to play defense, though.
Well, they're going to have to step it up here. Willsboro's not going to lie down.
Good strip.
Nobody's there for Chazy.
6 minutes and 15 seconds left, and it's a long 6:15 if you're an Eagle. Barrier sending it down the field. Everything forward here.
Chazy's got to get back to their possession game here in the final 6 minutes.
Willsboro's in no rush here at the 6 minute mark, I don't think, to get this in. I don't know why, but. Just possess, boys.
Lauren trying to possess. Pushes it up over.
It's all right. Go wide,
and it is Josh Barrier. Oh, he tried to get it over wide to Rogers. And Jordan Barrier sending it up. And there's the big booming kick. Reynolds. Nice job by Reynolds holding his ground.
It's to Swires, though.
And it goes to Swires being battled by
Jordan Barrier. That's what Barrier does. He's going after you.
They're both battling hard.
Get on my back, boys. We're going for a ride. You'll carry this team.
Well, he's done that many times for this team over the years.
Yes.
And Joe, we're approaching 5 minute mark. I never thought the game's not done, but I never thought we'd see one goal that early on in the game to stick. And it's sweet getting the ball up over to Josh Barrier. He pushes it up,
service,
and
good service.
Sayward comes off the line. 5 minutes to go.
Willsboro's going to pull everybody up. The keeper's going to come up, and
you know it.
Chazy's just got everything forward now. You know, I don't know about that right now. We got a lot of game, but keep their composure. Don't get rattled, because Willsboro is going to come.
Oh, there's no doubt. They're going to have 2 or 3 more runs here in the next 5 minutes. There's no doubt about it. The ball goes up. It goes off of Willsboro, so throw in for Chazy. And like you said, you just got to keep it moving forward.
And they're here. You know, this is smart right here. Just, you know what? Take your time.
Drake is coming off is Rogers.
Rogers played a good game.
Oh, I think he had the drill off the post.
He might have. I think you might be right. You did say 8, didn't you? I think you did.
Yeah.
So, well, that would have been a nice one to get for the Eagles at the 4 minute 15 second mark. But got a lot of game left here. Willsboro's got game.
Yeah, there is.
Willsboro's got game.
We're at the 4 minute mark. And Lauren took it off the Willsboro player. Yeah.
They're taking a lot of time there.
Yeah, they are. We're at the 4 minute mark.
It took about 45 seconds here, just that side of the field, you know. Let the ball settle it down. That's 45 seconds. And That's 45 seconds. Willsboro has.
Oh, sending Reynolds up, that kills another 15 seconds every time you do that.
But then again, you don't have Reynolds back. That's the bad
he's going to go back.
Oh, he's going to better get Fly back there soon.
There's Reynolds battling for the ball.
And Sherman. Oh, nice
play.
By Barrier.
And Barrier just having a whale of a game.
Joey.
That's Jordan Barrier.
Yeah, 325. Willsboro's going to come flying now.
Oh, yeah. Chazy will just try to disrupt everything that comes their way.
You can't back into it.
No, you don't back into it. You want to control it, but you're going to disrupt them, throw it out of bounds, make them work it. And knocked out by Reba. And that was a handball.
No call.
No call there. And there's the big kick. Move it forward. Sayward with the ball.
253, Joey.
253 for sure. So Chazy's got to step it up defensively here. And it is Lauren pushing it up. And it gets by number 6. Good hustle. And it is Drake. Drake has good foot speed. Gets it up over to Dominique just a little too far. He knocks it away from Sayward. And the ball works its way to midfield. And nice play onto the foot of Bertrand. Onto the foot of number 11, Finley's. And nice play by
Drake. Just contained.
Derek Drake.
We're at the 2:15 mark here, Joey.
We certainly are. And it goes off of a Willsboro player. So throw in for Chazy. And now he's subbing again. Smart play by Coach McCullough.
Sub far field.
Now he'll get Drake off the field, send Rogers across.
And Drake's going to count every blade of artificial grass.
And they'll say play on. He's going off the field. Okay, play it on. Let's go.
I have seen him stop the clock, though.
Oh, yeah, if it's obvious.
We're at the 1 minute and 48 second mark. What do you think, Joey?
Well, they got to move it forward. I mean, there's no doubt. I'm not saying anything. I saw what happened last year at 47 seconds.
Everything forward.
And you were right. It was 47 seconds last year in Chazy.
That's okay, Joey.
I was saying 43.
And we did split the difference, and that's going to be a foul.
Wow. Okay, so we got a minute 31 to go here.
They're going to make a run here.
So a minute 31 to go, 26. Ball coming down, headed by Chazy. And
good hustle.
Nice hustle. They just got to keep moving it forward. Okay, nice control.
No, just keep the ball. Could have just kept that ball because now we're going to have a
okay, it's got to be cleared out. Nice play by Reba. To the near side, and it goes to minute 6 here. Minute 4. And it goes off of Chazy.
We heard it. 1 minute.
1 minute from Mulligan. And there's the kick up. That should work its way off the end line. They got to take some time here. And it does. And so we got a goal kick here for Chazy, and they'll take their time. And a shocker here with only one goal scored in this game. I was not expecting that, Joe.
No, I don't think anybody was. I was maybe calling for some overtime. Hey, it's not over with yet.
Not over.
We're at the 32nd mark.
There's the nice kick up there. Ball headed over, and it's cleared out. Nice job. Just 25 seconds.
Senior play.
Yep. With 22 seconds, Willsboro's got a hustle. And it went off of a Willsboro player.
Bring everybody up. This game is over.
This one's over. Wow, what a game for the Eagles. It's tough to beat them 3 times in one season.
Nobody has.
In one season, you don't do that. And Chazy will win this game 1-0, and they are sectional champions. They beat Willsboro 1-0. They had lost to them twice during the season. They gave up their division championship. And what a game. I mean, you can't take anything away from Willsboro.
Oh, no, I'm going to give credit. Mr. Sayward out there with that bad knee, just sticking it out.
Defensively,
and he played phenomenally. He really did. Cody Sayward making a couple of great saves. Reynolds for the Eagles making a great save off that misplay by Santor. We had both teams back and forth. I think Chazy had the better of the chances, overall chances.
Yeah.
But that goal at 5:15, that's all it took. And Hunter Domini played a great game. I'm going to give him the Butternut Squash Award just because.
Yeah, that's fine.
He scored a great goal, and he's been after that. He's been hungry, and he's had a lot of chances. And
Joe, I'll give that. I agree with you wholeheartedly, but I'll tell you what, you could have thought of.
Oh.
you got Josh Barrier,
Jordan Barrier.
Jordan Barrier. You got Craig Botten did a nice job back there.
Reynolds did a great job again.
Reba was
did a
solid.
great job.
Reba
Reba did a
was
great
solid.
job stepping up. You know, so it's just, what are you going to do? You know, I'm just going to say give it to Hunter Domini. I haven't given him one this year.
Yeah,
so
and he did a nice job.
but he did other things besides score. You know, he was after the ball all night long, making things happen. You know, just hustling left and right, and that's what he was there for. And listen, Chazy, they're back.
Yeah, they're back, and I mean these two teams respect each other, and you know it's a tough task to ask to beat Chazy 3 times in one season.
Well, nobody's done it yet.
No, and well, Willsboro did it twice, but this game here, the winner moves on to regional play next week here at the Plattsburgh Field or
Next Saturday.
Sports Complex.
Is that the 12th?
The 12th, next Saturday,
Okay, good. We will be here.
against Section 10, whoever that may be. And Calvin will have the camera here. He'll watch the award ceremony, and Joe and I will sign off, and we'll give it to Calvin.
Thank you, gentlemen. Tim Mulligan, the acting chairperson. Rob McAuliffe is the actual boys chairman. Chazy Eagle captains accept it.
Congratulations, Chazy.
And two-time defending New York State Class D champions will advance to the regional championship game, just winning the sectional title once again. That's the way it was at Plattsburgh High School Complex on Saturday at, what time is it here? 9:08 p.m. November 5th, 2011. Thanks for watching and supporting viewer-supported hometown cable.
That's great.